We're on the way to Hanna.
Yeah, we're going in today. We're going to Hanna, Alberta. Again, I have my trusty camera person, Karen, doing the video work here. Our dryer bit the dust, so I'm going to go see if I can't fit a dryer into the back of this car. If not, I'm going to have to come and get the pickup truck and do it. But yeah, we're on our way to Hanna, which is the home of Lanny McDonald and Nickelback, the folk rock group, and it's also the gateway to Badlands country. This is areas known as Special Areas 2. There's no counties here, they're all special areas. This is the last stands of natural prairie grass that has never been touched in Alberta. I mean, some of it has, so it's very rare to see a lot of this. As you head down, this is cattle ranch country. And if you look over toward to the left, when we get there, you're seeing all these huge transmission lines all the way down, stretching south. And that is every last ounce of electricity that Alberta produces, because one of our premiers, Jim Prentice, who's no longer with us, he passed away in a plane crash, sold the Alberta power grid to none other than Berkshire Hathaway, Warren Buffett. And so now all the power that's produced in Alberta goes to Montana first and is sold back because Buffett owns the grid. So our wind farms and everything like that, all that power does go back and comes back to us at a much more inflated price. Not a bad deal for Buffett, a shitty deal for Albertans. It's a good thing. We're trying to point this out because Scott Moe, Premier of Saskatchewan, went down south to talk to the governors in his local area about power and power deregulation. And Mr. Moe, I want to tell you this right now: power deregulation did not work in Alberta. It costs us way more. And why would you get rid of the Sask Power Corporation that puts money back into the province? I don't know. But your continued actions and the actions of Premier Daniel Smith here in Alberta are literally destroying this country, and it's destroying the unity around Canada that we need, while the Americans are trying to take advantage of the situation. Karen and I are just really, really tired of it. Really tired. We're here. We're going to fight the good fight. In a week's time, I'm leaving for Toronto. I have a book to finish on Our Place Community of Hope, and I also want to catch a whole bunch of recordings for you people who like to enjoy our channel in the city of Toronto, St. Lawrence Market, Nathan Phillips Square, places like that, so that people across the country can see all the different places that Canada has to offer. And Toronto, Canada's largest city, certainly has a lot to offer. Like any other big city, it has its share of problems. I know on my last rant I went off on Toronto City Council about the homeless problem, and I'm hoping to be able to talk to Mayor Olivia Chow while I'm out there. I know that she has done a fair bit of work trying to get community development and cooperative housing being built, but they really need a strong social housing program. I was watching a piece with Charlie Angus and David Crombie, former mayor of Toronto, giving each other a hug. And David Crombie and John Sewell chairman. Now, John Sewell was a communist. Of course, David Crombie was a staunch conservative. A red Tory at that, but still a staunch conservative. And he and John Sewell put together the Metropolitan Toronto Housing Authority to ensure that those people who needed housing that could not afford the rents that were at that time already high had a proper means and a place to stay. And it was allowed to get run into the ground, and of course now Regent Park is now torn down. I mean, the condo owners around Regent Park, Karen, you know what they're saying. Hey, it's gone, all those criminals are gone. No, it doesn't work that way. You know, people have to have a place to stay. I mean, people have to have security, and I know that Karen agrees with that too, is that one of the most dangerous things to have is a population that does not feel secure, is hungry, and looking for a roof over their heads that's satisfactory to meet their needs. Did you have anything to add to that, Karen?
No, not really.
Okay. Karen's really liking this new Osmo Action 5 camera. It's actually a really good setup that we have here. I do have the Osmo Pocket 2. I do use that from time to time as well. But this is a really, really great camera. I'd like to thank DJI for putting it out. I also have I've got turned on to DJI products. I'll leave a link for their store, online store. They make a really quality product. I'm not getting endorsed or paid for this in any way. I just think that the products that they're making are so good, and they're relatively inexpensive in comparison to the GoPro and similar cameras to it. I think the great part is that you're getting a 5K resolution camera in the size of a GoPro, right here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it is a really nice thing. Over to the right, I don't know if you'll be able to catch it with the camera, but that's the Hand Hills, and that's where Drumheller is. And when you go down into the valley, we're actually now in, as they say, dinosaur country.
We have to take a walk through Drumheller and sit at some benches with dinosaurs.
That's right, yes. Like I say, this is not good cropland down here. This is designed for cattle, ranging cattle. The average size ranch down here is anywhere from 25 to 30 quarters.
A quarter is how many acres?
Well, one section is 1 square mile. A quarter is a quarter mile by quarter mile. 1 square section is 640 acres. Old oil well that hasn't been cleaned up yet.
The weather is so overcast.
It's not.
It doesn't know what it wants to do. Rain, snow.
And here we come. We're at the Hanna sign. Just about. Take a quick trip to the bank. And, oh yeah, there's the new Hanna sign. I'll slow down for a turn so you can catch it a little bit. Proud home of Nickelback. It's actually kind of a nice new sign. So Hanna was built for a couple of reasons. Number one, of course, is the coal mines around here, but Number two, this was the switching area for the Canadian National Railway, and my grandfather actually worked the steam engines out of Hanna. We'll probably take on our way through. We'll probably take a quick run.
We'll take a quick run, and then sometime in the summer we'll do a
full-blown video of the roundhouse.
Video of the roundhouse. They are right now in the process of fixing it up to be like a museum, because it's one of the few roundhouses that are still quite intact.
Yeah, but they were going to tear it down because it had fallen into such disrepair, and the CN stopped the transfer point here, and they of course picked up the railway tracks at the same time. This was again another political decision by Brian Mulroney when he got rid of the crow rate, and which was what the farmers were charged for shipping their grain. And when that happened, the railways instantly dug up all the railway tracks
To small communities.
Yeah, to small communities, and got rid of the branch lines, which is unfortunate because it really, I mean, if you look at this province was built by the railway. Sheerness coal mine closed down here a little while ago. It's now the power plant is now been converted to natural gas to work the turbines, which is far cleaner. But the coal mine itself here was a source of employment to the community, and the community really took a dive when the mines were closed. The only thing that's going on now at Sheerness is just like the Paint Earth mine, which was closed outside of Castor, is the reclamation of the lands, because the mines are responsible to restore the land to its original shape. There's the new fire hall. And this is a museum over here. Karen will catch it as we go by. Each of these towns have usually pretty good museums by them. Certainly no exception. They preserved a lot of the old buildings. That's the Pollockville railway station. Pollockville is, of course, no more. It was leveled to the ground. Cheaper here. Bonus. Gas at Castor still up to about $1.50, so $1.56. Okay, sorry, excuse me. We're waiting for the carbon tax to hopefully find its way off of gasoline. We're hoping that Daniel Smith, who sneakily
Put 13% on it.
put a tax on it as well, that disappears. I mean, Rachel Notley put in the carbon tax. Daniel Smith took it off, and then she put it back on again.
And more.
And more with no rebates. So Pete Seeger wrote a song called "Which Side Are You On?" And you got to ask Danielle Smith, whose side are you on? I think we're at the point now where Mr. Nenshi is looking extremely good for this province. I haven't had a chance to congratulate him yet, but one of these days I'll get up to see Peggy Wright, the MLA for Edmonton Beverly Clearview, and she can introduce us to the opposition leader, former Mayor of Calgary, Nenshi. I mean, it's good to see that a lot of these buildings are being occupied for the longest time, and they've been restored. Look at this, Karen. Look at this. Wonderfully done. They're being restored, and I think we can be really happy to see that, because for the longest time everything was falling apart after the mine shut down. TD Bank, we're going to get some money for this dryer.
I'll stop recording.